What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is ASAR Studio. Today we're going to be talking about Capture One 23, Capture One version 23. Alright, so if you are actually using the old Capture One, which is Capture One 22, you can actually upgrade in their website or get a new one, whichever one. Just try out Capture One 23 because it's actually awesome and new features has been added. I'm going to be showing you the new features that have been added and how to actually use them. Alright, so we all know the interface itself has actually been changed, unlike the old Capture One 22 where when you select an image, you actually see so many images from that folder, just like a catalog lined up on this place which my mouse is. But in Capture One 23 version 23, it's actually behaving like the way Lightroom does. You just actually select the photos that you need up to show up right in the right hand side, which I'm hovering my mouse over. So right now I just dragged in only one photo and you can see that it is only this photo that is actually showing. But the old version will allow you to drag in photo, but so many photos from that folder is going to be lining up on this side, which is an improvement that has been made, because sometimes I don't want some of the people that I'm actually doing tutorial online to actually see, but they end up seeing so many photos there. I don't know if yours behave like that, but this is a new feature that has been added. Just drag in the number of photo you want to drag in and it's just going to show up right here. Now let's move over to the left hand side where my mouse is right now. We have library, theta, shape and style, and if you click on this mouse you're going to see adjust and refine. We all know that the whole Capture One 22 is actually having exposure and color, and then we have so many others on top right where my mouse is. And you know, it's actually not easy. If you want to do some color correction, you have to go to the color tab, and if you want to do some exposure settings and white balance, of course you have to go to the exposure tab. But now all those things are out, and now we have library, theta, shape, style and the adjust and refine. And one easy thing I love the most is under the adjust we have so many tools or so many panels you can actually work with. They combined the old one, which is actually exposure and color. They combined the two together and they actually renamed it to adjust, and you can see them right here. You know that the color editor was under the color tab before in the old version, but now it's actually joined together, and you can see vignette, dehaze, clarity, black and white, color editor, curve, levels, high dynamic range. All these are actually separated before, but in this new version it's just easy, and you can actually just navigate between all the options you have here. But two things that I see that has been added so far that is actually very good improvement is under the layers. Now if I open up the layers, you are going to see so many adjustments I've actually used in editing this photo. But right here you can see the magic brush tool. We all know what the magic brush tool does. Is actually going to select the colors or those things that are actually common in the photo, the color that is actually common in the photo. And just for example, I want to select this blue. Let's create a new adjustment, new empty adjustment, which is this one, and I want to select just the blue. And if I just select an area and I hit M on the keyboard, you're going to see the area that is being selected. Just select an area. And before in Capture One 22 you only have this option, which is the erase mask, that you need to just come here and start erasing stuff. But now a new feature of eraser mask has been, magic eraser has been added. You just need to click and it's going to remove it. Just click and it's going to remove the selections you don't want. So this is another tool that has been added in Capture One that is actually an improvement and going to make your workflow faster. Another thing that has been added is the smart adjustment. Now you just set the reference, choose a picture you want to reference, maybe a professionally edited photo, and then you set the reference there, and then you click on the white balance and exposure, and you're just going to edit your photo just the way the picture, the reference you are actually the picture you are referencing from, and it's just going to make the settings. Just click on white balance and exposure. You need to select an image that you have just let's take for instance, you click on it or set as reference, and then you just apply and you're done. you're setting this one as reference, and you can choose if you have more or 3 photos, you can select those photos and you just click apply, and it's actually going to be making those adjustments on those, you know, those photos, because it's just acting like a smart adjustment. It's going to apply all this to any photo you want to apply those adjustments on. So that is a very good way to actually, you know, boosting or fasting your workflow. So now I'm going to go to the other tab, which is the refine. Now under the refine, you have this one, which is the new tool, the spot remover, the purple fingering, and also many. The focus also has been adjusted, which is all actually found at the last part before, but now it's brought up. Now one place I want to go to, let's go back to the adjust, and let's go to the layers. Now addition of the layers, this plus icon and the drop down tool, you're going to see new adjustment layer, new fill adjustment layer, new clone layer, new heal. This new clone layer was actually there. The new heal layer wasn't there in the old version, and the move background adjustment to new layer wasn't there before. So you can actually click on this, and the new adjustments will actually be it will actually create a new adjustment, and you can, there is no need to copy. Yeah, let me just put it copy. So you are just moving background adjustment to new layer, that is creating a cloning layer, just like a new clone way, but it copies your adjustment. Now this new clone layer is actually there, the new A layer, this one, the new A layer. Now before, in the old version, when you click on any one, which is the spot remover tool, I'm just going to get rid of the mask first of all, and if you click on this spot remover tool, and let's say you want to get this done, you know, it created, I just clicked somewhere and it created a new A layer 1 for it. Instead of doing that, I'm going to do undo that, Ctrl Z, and instead of doing that, you can just come here and create a new E layer, and it's going to create a new E layer for you, and doesn't have a max though, so you can see. Then you can actually start editing from that layer instead of just, you know, Capture One creating it for you. You can create a new E layer, and you can use any of this option. Now over the top right here, we still have it just the same, except the grid. You can see the grid, and you can see the exposure warning. We all know what that is, before and after. You can see my before and after. All right, so, and this one was actually at the left hand side, the reset, redo, adjust, auto adjust, and so many others. So this is a new feature that we added, which is actually not in the Capture One 22. So it just allows you to browse a group of photos and get a quick review of what you want to do. You can export, you can import, although all these things are actually the same, and all these also are actually the same. Now under the camera, you can see all these two that are the same. So those are the things that have been added to the image. So if you like the video, kindly hit the like button and share. This is not sponsored by Capture One, but I just want to show you that you should try out the new Capture One 23. It actually makes your workflow faster. So see you in our next video. Thank you.